know we just potted, but I feel like we haven't did a podcast for some reason. Like we just dropped the episode, but it feels like it's been a minute.
Or yeah,
I don't know why.
Does
like it low-key does.
I think afterthoughts maybe.
But no, we just did we recorded Saturday too, so we have that. We have the afterthoughts, and we just did hip hop. Like, but it just feels like it's been a minute for some reason.
It's mind playing tricks on us.
Hell yeah, yo. These days be blending together like a motherfucker nowadays. What's up? What's up? What's up? I'd like to welcome you to another interesting episode of the Two Ninja Kickback. I'm here with my brother. Two Phone Tone is in the building, aka Two Stone Tone. How you doing, Tone? How you feeling, my guy?
I'm groovy, G. I'm groovy, my nigga. Smoking this last little bit of weed before I re-up in a couple days.
I feel me? What you got in your Serato?
Man, this fucking Pearl Grape. I don't even remember the name of the pack for real. Like,
that's just
I tell the listeners in
anything
the
with grape and that shit, you got me.
Nigga, white, grape Gorilla Glue,
yeah,
Triple G, all that shit.
Purple Punch, all of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I got some lava cake.
Okay.
Man, we're gonna talk about gaming, man. Like, feel like we haven't done a gaming one in a minute, even though we just did one about handheld gaming. But I don't know, man. Like, I just wanted this to be a free flowing episode, nothing too particular. Just wanted to talk about, some of the shit we want to do in gaming, some of the shit we're looking forward to in gaming, just different conversations that you can't really get from people that are just pitching the news. Just to get to know us a little bit better and what we like, what we plan on doing, different shit like that. Let me kick this off by saying, where'd your love for video games start?
The first time
that you knew, like maybe not in your early teen, like your first time you played, not that, but just when you sat down and you was on the game, it was just like that moment where you were like, this is what I want to do, man. I enjoy playing a game. Like, I like this shit. I'm gonna be a gamer.
First time I saw Grandma's Boy, yo.
The illustrious Grandma's Boy. That's a terrific
First
movie.
Time I saw that. Yes.
I'm not gonna lie, that shit definitely amplified my shit. Like, I didn't even really realize, like, because as a kid, I found out that they had this position called being a game designer or some shit. So, like, I always wanted to do that shit, but I never knew what it looked like because, we was hood babies. We didn't know. Somebody just told me that shit one day, and I was like, oh, people design games? I want to be that. And then to see that shit in a movie, like, that shit just made it look like it was the most litest shit ever. Like,
pretty much.
And it really did be like that, though. That's the crazy shit about it. It really be like that in some of these development offices and these studios and shit. Niggas be super lit in there.
Oh, yeah. Super dickheads in there, too, for real. Like, you got them niggas in there for sure, but definitely super lit. But, watching Grandma's Boy is what gave me my, like, I guess, like, that burn to want to fucking play and actually want to, like, take gaming serious into, like, career-wise and shit.
Yeah, because that's necessarily, like, that's what I was trying to get at, like, that moment where you were like, yo, I want to be good, I want to be nice and shit like that. Like, when you say take gaming seriously, that's exactly what I mean, to that point where it's like, it was a difference in your thought process with it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, because at that point, like, growing up, you know the stories and shit like that. Growing up and shit, you always say, like, yo, video games is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Video games is a waste of space. At that point, like, once they make a movie on some shit is plausible, some shit is feasible, you feel me?
Yeah, you show them,
and then you look at the
workings of it.
Yeah, and then it's like, sitting back in retrospect, thinking about it, it's like, as a child, you can sit back and be like, yo, video games is a multi-million-dollar industry. I'll be a fucking fool to not be along on this shit. You feel me? And that's how it normally starts off with a lot of little niggas. And shit.
Especially if you're passionate about it, yo. Like, I know we got a lot of that, like a lot of the after bullets of that shit too. Like, where it wasn't a fucking viable option and it was just like you were wasting time and shit like that. So we had to grow up in that. But it's like, even then, not even seeing like, before there was like super professional players, you had to really know that it existed. But the search began when you really started to take that shit to like a different level. Like, man, I can make money off of this shit. I can do this. I can live off of this. This is something I dream about all the time. Just like being able to provide while doing something that you thoroughly enjoy. It's like, we all got that, yo, I want to do this. I don't really want to do anything for a living, but I want to make a lot of money. But it's like, that's like that. It takes away some of the venom in it. You know what I mean? Like at least I'm doing something I love doing while making money. If
Mm-hmm.
that makes any sense.
No, no, I feel you because it's almost
You got to do
what's the
something.
word I'm looking. Yeah, you gotta do something for real. You just can't sit back and always be fucking stagnant. You feel me? Shit don't work like that. You feel me? The world don't move
And they don't give
just
a
off a
fuck.
stagnant mother. Yeah, you feel me?
Should have
So
passed you
in a
right by. You
sense,
be a bum on the street, niggas step right over you.
we see him. We see him. You feel me? Ain't nothing but a bunch of stagnant ass niggas for real. Always on the corners and shit, like just not doing shit for real. We see that shit every day for real. That's why niggas listen to podcasts and shit like that. Yo, just to try to avoid that shit. Stay from something different. Give a nigga a different idea. You feel me?
Nah, right, exactly. And I like that because it's like it's hard to come by sometimes, like that individualism.
Mm.
Just in the sense of like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but like just because like I said, the downside to that was like you couldn't tell nobody to the same side. Oh, I want to be a gamer, because then you were looked at as a nerd, and that shit was like,
Hmm.
what the fuck? You gonna play video games? You do what, nigga? Like you do what?
Yeah.
Like
To a lot of our younger listeners, at one point, yo, all this shit that you niggas are into nowadays was not fucking cool, yo.
yeah, like
Anime wasn't cool.
yeah,
Video games wasn't
yeah.
cool. Fucking comic books, all this shit, nigga. Like,
You were a
I remember,
dweeb.
like, my cousin was like literally like the man when it came to bitches for real. You feel me? Like, when I was coming up and I was like 9 or 10, this nigga was like early 30s and shit like that. And it was like severe, like superb Casanova. You feel me? The ultimate Chad nigga. And it was just like he was a gamer at heart, but he had to hide that shit.
Right. And it, like, yeah, I know what you totally mean. Like you had those cousins that like weren't into it as much as you, but like once they came together to the family shit, like it'd be the playboy, it'd be the athlete of the family, it'd
Mm-hmm.
be the nerd of the family. Everybody come together and they bond over that video game because it's like that shit was the equalizer. And it was
I'll
like,
never forget this nigga say him and his baby mother broke up because his baby mother didn't fuck with him playing on the game for real.
nah, that was a big sentiment, especially if he was in his 30s when you was a kid. Like women wasn't going for that shit. This nigga just sit around and play video games all day. I'm happy that our women are a little bit more like,
Chillax for real.
yeah,
They actually take part in this shit somewhat.
yeah, like before that, like you couldn't be no grown ass man on a video game. Like the bitches of the 90s was not going for that shit at all.
Mm-mm. Bitches of the 90s, bitches of the 80s, fucking when Atari came out and shit like that.
Nah, you not lying. It was a handful though. It was a good crop, but like they just didn't get the like they deserved.
I think it was the bitches that was smoking weed, yo. For some reason, it's always the bitches that smoke weed. They got that shit together, yo. Like they just know.
Maybe a different vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they be way more mellow. I tell you that. Like, they be chill
Be
as hell.
wavy as shit, yo. Like, yo, that's all. Yo, a lot of angry niggas, especially like gaming niggas and shit like that, when it comes down to this shit, like, I want to create like a safe space or a safe community or like even an app for just gamers and shit. So these niggas can just like, it's almost like Tinder for gamers, you feel me?
You mean like
I want to bring
fine
a place
women?
like that. Find women or just even find like
You might got
just
a
like-minded
fucking million
individuals.
dollar idea right there, yo.
You feel me?
Gamers only.
I mean, cause like,
You don't
you
have
look
to
at it
be
for what's that
lonely.
shit? Bumble for real. Bumble changed the game.
It did.
Got women shooting their shots at men first and shit like that. They changed the game.
That's a
Shit, why
cop
not
out
cater to
too,
the
though.
gamer?
I ain't mad at it, but that's a little cop out.
I
Like,
have Shorty shoot the first shot.
not yeah, yeah, because it's like not
I
really,
like
but
it.
I like it too, because it cuts to a lot of the other nonsense. You know what I mean? For like a confidence thing, where it's like, all
Yeah.
right, you know what I mean? Shorty got to be feeling me, and she threw the messages at me. I get it.
Hmm.
But for me, it's like sometimes like it's the chase. You want to be the tiger in a situation.
Oh yeah, of course. You always want to be the motherfucking. You always want to be the apex predator. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's without a doubt. But shit, a tiger and a lion get tired every now and then. You feel
Nah, you're
me?
not lying. Bring me a kill home.
Especially when the hunt not really going with my nigga.
Nah, you right.
Yeah,
Women are
there's
horrible
plenty of
at
niggas
picking up
out.
men, though, yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
That should be
And that's what
trash. And they be
like.
trying to shoot their shot, yeah.
But what's so funny is like for me personally, like being like a gaming nigga somewhat for real, I'm always docile to certain shit like that. You feel me? So it kind of like rendered me, what's the word? I want to say clueless.
I think all
So when it
dudes are
came to
clueless, yo.
yeah, but like when it came to like a chick that actually like fucks with you, that's into the game and shit too, for real, you like, bitch, you don't play Left 4 Dead. Stop. You feel me? It's like
Mm-hmm.
one of them moments and shit.
Bitches really don't be playing shit.
They don't
Like you
just
talk
be
to
running
five
into
of them,
walls and
it'd
shit,
be the
yo.
same shit. Sims, Left 4 Dead,
Grand Theft
GTA.
Auto.
Yep. See
They
how we
ain't
said it
get
at the same
past
time.
the second mission.
I just run around and kill people. I ain't mad at that.
Like, damn, bitch, you don't got no guns.
Then you run across
Still
a
got the
real
same nine.
motherfucking Mohegan. You like, oh nah, shit, he really in them streets. Like, god damn.
Shorty beat the game like 4 times. She
Play
got
Call of
alternate
Duty. He
outfits and
got
shit.
higher ranks than you. Like, you really on this motherfucker. But nah, yeah, that would be a dope ass app. I ain't gonna lie to you. That sounds awesome. Like if you could somehow work it into, hey, we meeting up on this game, y'all just play in the lobby and talk to each other some shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, shit. I was reading this one article. One fucking couple actually met each other and married each other off of fucking playing World of Warcraft, yo.
That shit happens way more than you think, yo. Like I
Yeah, I
know
was
hella people that's
looking at
happened
similar
to.
stories. Niggas meet off of Red Dead
Listen, bro,
Redemption, having
you
babies and shit.
can always find love, yo. That's the trick they don't tell you in high school, yo. Don't worry, yo. There's mad women out there, G. Like,
Yeah.
trust me, you gonna have your share. Like, don't even trip. But
Boy,
like
that's the shit they don't tell niggas, period. Like, especially young boys. Like, yo, that shit always gonna be out here, my nigga.
forever. For the rest of your life,
Your
nigga. As long as
enjoy,
you're alive, nigga,
yeah.
they always there. They ain't going
Your
nowhere.
enjoyment in life, yo, that shit ain't gonna always be there, yo. Be happy with yourself for anything, my
First of
niggas.
all, know who you are. Find yourself.
What?
You need to do that. Like before you try to bring anybody in your life, understand who you are.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest part. Niggas be getting fucked up. But yeah, something I want to do like in that space is I really want to get into this YouTube shit. Like I be bullshitting, but it's a calling, yo. Like it's been a thing for me since I discovered it. Like it was just like a melody for me. Like I remember seeing like those early gaming clips on like YouTube, all of that shit. Like, and I was a nigga who used to record some of my gameplays on VCR tape, VHS, and shit like that. So it was like it started to merge into a space, and like this was before niggas was really getting paid off of YouTube, but it was like
Back when it was just
it was getting
that early on niche
yeah, but it
crowd
was
and
just
shit.
like it was like a space, and I was like, yo, this nigga's making videos and just putting them on his space, and people are watching them, yo. Like, this is the coolest shit ever. Like, and at that time, I had the love for like cameras and recording and all that other shit. Just didn't have the actual equipment, but there was always that love for it, and it was like
Mm-hmm.
everything just merged together, and it was just like it made me dive deeper into my fandom of gaming, and it was like probably when I was about maybe I'd say maybe 14, 15 when I first started playing online, it was like a whole community around that shit. I was like, yo, this is where I belong. This is my community amongst these people. Like, the motherfuckers on here are funny, they're witty, they understand concepts and jokes and different shit like that. It's like you wasn't just playing to the people that you had to deal with in your direct environment. It was like you were talking to people
Mm-hmm.
from all over the world. I was like, yo, this is my community. It's my tribe.
Oh yeah, especially like because it's kind of hard playing like with friends or family that's not of that type of, I want to say, cloth or ilk. You feel me? Especially when it comes to relatability and shit like that. Like it's something about being a gamer that just other gamers
A
know
real
for
gamer,
real.
yo, yeah, when you can really talk to a nigga that play games.
Mm-hmm. Or like you say, even like just certain jokes for real that you can make like outside of the like the gaming sphere for real. Like you could be at work for real and you could say some slick shit, and then out of nowhere somebody might be able to pick that shit up for real. You feel me?
Yeah, it comes with like the type of person like usually when a nigga is a serial gamer, like
A
nigga like
serial gamer, I like
he
that.
also fucking watches anime. He's a movie buff, you know what I mean, a war
Mm-hmm.
history and all types of shit. So it's like he has a vast knowledge of so many things, or she has a vast knowledge of so many things. They can get little obscure references to the Breakfast Club and also get like little
Mm-hmm.
other shit like that. A Waffle Man, shit like that from Mystery Men or fucking Grandma's Boy, all of that shit. Niggas be men of the cloth.
But I feel like that's how you can really tell like who's because my whole thing is when it comes to this shit is authenticity.
Mm.
Like I hate to be one of those gatekeeping type niggas, but I am yo like, and it's nothing that pisses me off more than like a fake gamer. Even like fake gamers pisses me off more than like fake anime heads. Like you can fake some anime shit and I can understand for real, but yo,
See, it's stupid to be a fake gamer when you can just be a real gamer, yo. It's like I
I mean
totally know
yeah,
what you
but
mean. Like I know exactly what you mean.
like, you got niggas on Twitch that just steal other people gameplays for real and then just put their face over that shit and then just act like they're doing some shit. You feel me?
Yeah, that's a little wild. I ain't gonna hold you. That's pretty wild.
I seen shit like that on YouTube, shit like that on Twitch and everything. Yo, like
Wait a minute.
I seen
I've seen these clips before, nigga.
I seen one bitch actually had like her little brother actually play the game for her while he was peeking out the closet while she was acting like she was playing with that shit, yo. Dead controller and everything. Like that's the type of shit I want to get into.
Insane,
like, that type of space. Like you know, I like to catch a predator. I want like to catch a fake gamer, yo.
Oh my goodness, nigga, you're insane. That's hilarious.
Oh shit! I just killed a teammate.
Nigga looking out the closet. Can I come out, Ashley? Shut the fuck up. That's hilarious. Look where we at, yo. Like that's like the hype beast niggas that don't know shit about shoes but buy them because they trying to resell them. Like you don't really want to be a gamer. You just want the money. I never thought
that's
I'd
a
see
lot
the
of
day.
niggas that do the shit for the PlayStation, yo.
But it's so easy. Like I understand it though, yo. Because whenever you like, you know, your love, once you start making money off of it, or once you start to, you know, associate it with business, it becomes a fucking job. Like so, I understand. It's like now I gotta look at this shit as a career. Gotta look at this shit as such and such. So I gotta play it differently. I gotta do shit differently. I gotta do everything I can to uplift my, you know, situation because it's a business.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, that's wild. And I thought you meant fake game. I thought you meant nigga that just be lying about their stats and really ain't be online and shit like that. That's wild to like copy your face over a nigga.
Oh yeah, I mean shit. I ain't gonna lie. Now the fake game is like that. The niggas that be like gassing themselves up
Nah,
on the game through.
it be niggas with fake clips, all of that shit. I know what you mean. Like
Mm-hmm.
I remember that whole agony shit. Niggas forget all about that clan. Like
Oh my god, nigga, what?
niggas got caught faking clips.
See, and that was like a whole culture back then for real. Like
Yeah.
back when like the first clans was popping up and shit. Like when FaZe and all them niggas was just nobodies and shit like that.
There's trick shotters.
Mm-hmm.
That's what made niggas start faking them clips. They had to get crazier and crazier. Like no
Niggas
way
start
this
fucking
nigga
no scoping niggas off the fucking crane.
nigga
fucking,
shooting
like,
the throwing
scratch
knife,
out
making
and
it
shit.
bounce off and shit. I shot the throwing knife that I threw on the ground and it popped off the wall and stabbed him. Like fuck ass no nigga. Shit, edited like and I'm a nigga who edit, and then I had like you know other niggas. I was somewhat into the community a little bit, so
Mhm.
like you know words start to travel around. Like yo, here go the packs niggas is using to fake their clips. Yo, look, this is this, this is this, this is this, this is how you do it. I'm sitting there like, what? I don't want to fake my clips. Like trust me, bro. Here's the whole pack. I'm sending it to you, yo. You can make it like you got like here's your kill feed. All you gotta do is substitute this, chroma key this out, da da da. And I'm like, that's insane, yo. I don't know if I want to play anymore, yo. If that's what we doing.
You reminded me of my homeboy when he was telling me his mans at the what's them shits? The motherfucking mod installments and shit for like
Oh
Warzone
yeah.
and shit like that. All them crazy cruddy shits and shit. And he was my mans was actually scared to actually do that shit. Like I ain't never seen a nigga scared to do something over an internet deal.
No, that should get you wild banned.
Yeah.
I remember like, oh man, I remember like I done had so many just ways to try to accelerate my gameplay. Like I bought one of them turbo controllers with the rapid fires and all that shit. Also modify the controller. Like I really like went to Radio Shack. Listeners, if you know what Radio Shack is, I fucks with you. Our younger listeners, you might not be privy to that, but I bought the whole kit, went home, broke my controller open, soldered the points, everything, put my momentary button on the back. Was online whacking shit, bro. Niggas like, that's a FAL? What the fuck? Niggas messaging me. Nah, bro, I play paintball. That's all it is. I just got a quick trigger finger, bro. Like, I ain't never liked no fucking FAL spit like that. Chill, yo, chill. You making it hot.
Niggas start hitting niggas with like 4Ps and shit
Listen,
and regular
bro.
fucking team deathmatch and shit.
Pistols ripping like a Beyblade, nigga. I was when like shit was fun. Like you needed, like sometimes you needed to do shit like that. I didn't do it often, but like it was the funner part for me was going to the GameStop, getting the soldering wire, all of that shit, putting that shit together in the controller, drilling the controller shell out. All of that shit was
Hmm.
the fun part to me. When I got online and was playing niggas, I was like, I ain't gonna do niggas like this. This shit is way too OP.
I mean, but like at some point for real,
You
like
needed an edge.
yeah, you
Like,
do need that shit. Like just to actually have fun. Like I'm all for fun and games and shit like that. But like if you
yes, you
one of
need that
them
mix
niggas,
up, yo.
yeah, but like if you one of them niggas that actually like swear out you nice just from using
Oh
this shit
no,
for
no, no.
real, then
See,
like
yeah,
yo,
yeah, yeah. That's different. That's totally different. If you need that to be nice, you're not nice, yo. I hate to break it to you, you're not good.
and
Like you need
you'll
like
probably never be good.
yeah, never. Like see me for me, I had already kind of got my skills. I had already figured
Hmm.
I'm pretty good, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just have some fun. And I see people doing it, I want to know if I can do it. And it was a learning lesson for me because that was the first time I ever soldered something. I learned how
Mm.
to solder that day,
Ain't
and it
nothing
was
wrong with that.
hell no, yo. And it was just that side, like you know what I mean. That was when it was that sense of being a hardcore gamer too. Like it was like we was modifying our faceplates, we was customizing all our shit, we was painting our controllers, we was doing all types of shit
Yeah.
just to like. I remember like some of them fucking 360 mods where niggas would cut the side out, put the window glass on with the LEDs. Them shit used to look like PCs.
Yeah, shit. A lot of them bitches still do look like PCs. The fucking,
I
I
low
ain't gonna lie. I
key
like the new customs for the new Xboxes nowadays and
I'm
shit.
yeah,
They
when
restore
niggas is
that
doing their
feeling.
whole thing, yeah. Like I remember that back in the 360 era. Like I was actually on eBay trying to find one of them old school modified consoles like that, just to
Mm.
have like it's like a desk display. Like, cause I came up in that era where like niggas was going stupid with the modification shit.
Yep.
Niggas ain't had no scuffs and all that shit. We had to make them, nigga. like all of that fly shit niggas got nowadays, man. We had to get it out the mud back in the day. Like you couldn't just record your gameplay. Like you knew what you had to do, nigga. Like some niggas used to
You had
set
to get
the
a
camcorder in front of
DVR.
the TV.
Yeah, you had to get a whole fucking a whole cell phone to be the whole port for that bitch while having the DVR hooked to that bitch with the HDMI cord running through that shit. All types of other crazy extra shit. Like
And that shit
it's just a
still
wild
came
time,
out
yo.
240p or
Doo
some
doo.
wild shit. Exactly what it
The
say up
whole
there.
time the damn HDMI shit talking about is running in 720p because back then 720 was like fucking
720 was
4K.
godly, yo. Yeah, 720 was godly, yo. You had 720, you was out of there.
Or 80 if you was lucky.
480i? What?
Ah.
Man, my first time seeing that 1080p, my eyeballs was watering. I'm like, oh my god, it's so beautiful. But nah, hell yeah, yo, you couldn't record none of that luscious gameplay. You had to know a nigga.
Hmm.
I remember when I first seen my very first PVR, yo, that shit blew my mind. I was like, yo, so this is it. This is how niggas getting all this crispy gameplay, yo. And I first like recorded my first video on a PVR, nigga. When I tell you, I was grinning, nigga. I'm like, niggas can't fuck with me. I'm out of here, yo. Like, I'm gonna beat niggas on quality alone, yo. This shit is beautiful.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, if niggas had that shit like before, like a lot of other niggas and shit, OCEs was fucking impeccable. You feel
Yeah,
me?
hell
Fucking
yeah.
all types of shit. Like
I
I ain't gonna
started
lie,
my.
I miss that space of gaming somewhat. Like that early on feeling new type shit. Like maybe because I'm old and in this bitch now for real.
It was the crossover though, like that merger of gaming and internet. Like that's that space right there. Like
Mm.
it was like a hardcore, just so much information coming to niggas. Like niggas running home on IGN. What was it, FHQs at the time? Like
The cinema was live back then. Motherfucking
cheatcode.com, all of that shit.
yeah.
Just for like snippets and pictures of certain shit. Like, and then it just evolved into like, and that's why I really, really give Microsoft a lot of credit sometimes into just like what they were able to do with the Xbox 360 and the community they fucking created, man. Cause it's like, but back before that was it really started on the OG Xbox, but it really developed to like a full fledged joint on a 360 where it was just like your all in one box your media device. Like niggas would just sit on Netflix and be in a party while niggas is playing the game, just chilling and chopping it up.
Yeah, shit. Back then, Netflix actually had a party mode
When
when
you
you
could
could really
invite niggas,
watch the movie
yeah,
with your niggas.
yeah, that shit was crazy. Could throw bananas, all types of shit at the screen. With your avatar, everybody was sitting in the movie theater. You got like 12, 16 niggas in that bitch.
Yeah, that's what gaming got to me for real. Like that whole community aspect. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
if it wasn't for the community aspect of gaming for real, like I really don't think I'd still be like taking this shit possibly as serious as I do now. You feel me? Like,
Just the brotherhood that niggas been
mm-hmm.
able to forge on this shit too, bro. Like from like us, like how much we've gamed together, like to our relationships in real life, to everything. You know what I mean? Like just like you know how you like were in high school and you come home, you had your select friends you talk to and shit like that, and then like you
Mm-hmm.
had your select friends, but then you started to develop these other friendships on the video game, and then those friendships just continue to blossom and bloom to the point where it's like, yo, all of us in the same city, let's go do something, let's go pull up somewhere, boom, 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 and niggas start hanging out, and then you just grew your circle and your family and shit like that off of a
Facts.
video game. Like it's been
Facts.
niggas we've been playing with for fucking 10, 15
10
years.
years, yeah. Like niggas seen niggas grow up type shit for real. Like,
Exactly. So like I understand people like I just want you know the videos that be on YouTube was like I finally met my long term gaming buddy for 16 years and shit like that. That should be beautiful.
yeah, I gonna stand in front of you. I get a little choking up by that shit, yo. Just
Hell
thinking
yeah.
about that shit sometime. Like,
'Cause I know what that shit like. Definitely know what that shit like.
been grinding with this motherfucker, playing PUBG, all the Call of Duties.
Hell yeah. Man, I remember my first time chilling with this nigga Kwame and shit, yo.
Backs up, yo.
And that's my nigga.
Yeah, like, and shouts out to that nigga for real.
Hell yeah.
Like, all the listeners for real. Like, you want to talk about like niggas that like you actually meet off the game for real, they actually like become a part of like niggas family type shit for real. Like it's
Exactly.
one of
Hell
those
yeah.
ordeals. And like we met this nigga family for real, and like niggas is cool type shit. Like,
Hell yeah.
but that's the beauty about that shit. Like, because even like when it comes down like how motherfuckers talk about like our like the era of gaming we came up in, it was like you feel me, like toxic energy, all that other shit for real. I don't give a damn what nobody say. Yo, that toxic energy bred nothing but fucking killers.
Yeah.
That toxic
Camaraderie,
energy, yeah, yo, like
hilarious shit,
nothing but
all of that
brothers,
shit,
yo.
yo. Hell yeah. And shouts out to my guy on the music tip, yo. You want to hear some phenomenal shit? Go check him out. Fat Boy Stack. The nigga got tracks.
Thanks.
But yeah, man, like just all of that shit, bro. Like just it was like you know how like when you was in middle school you'll run home and jump on to like the Saturday the whatever cartoon you watch and do your homework, whatever, that shit became a part of your life. And as you got older, it
Mm-hmm.
was like, all right, let me get home so I can jump on this shit. We can start grinding together, start building this and doing that together. So you like the teamwork structure started coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Like niggas is in this bitch talking to each other for fucking 12, 14, 15 hours every day.
Yeah.
Like and I think that's like that's what like, you know, significant others don't realize sometimes is like, bitch, I knew these niggas longer than you.
Thanks, yo.
But nah, they don't
Like my
understand that
man's in
shit.
Ohio, like bitch, that's a real one right there, my nigga. Like all types of shit.
Like nigga that send me pictures of his kid. I know where this nigga live at. I done seen this nigga grow up. All types of shit.
This
Nigga
nigga
you met on
played the
Halo.
game with my nephew, chopped it up with my
Yeah.
cousins, all types of shit. Like,
All of that shit, bruh.
I only met you for like past 2 months. Fuck are
Trying
you
to
talking about?
rob me away from my family, nigga. Start morphing into Vin Diesel. Oh, I got his family.
You must have read my damn mind, yo, because I was damn sure about to throw a Vin Diesel quote in that
Somebody need to
bitch.
skit that, yo. That sounds hilarious, yo. Oh, I got his family out this motherfucker. This nigga ain't lying, though.
And you not. I'm sure not.
So I don't got no friends, yo. Everybody in my life is family.
X.
But yeah, man, like I just think it's like it's in such an amazing space now where it's like I wish that we would have had that same motivation that the younger generation get now. Like now, your parents is like pushing you to do YouTube and shit like that. You get fucking 15K, you popping. Like you can turn
Yeah.
that shit into a career. Like your parents is like I forgot the dude name who came out to his gaming tournament and shit was supporting him. I thought that was the dopest shit ever. Like we see how people go to
Uh,
football games and shit.
I know what you're talking about. Black Yo,
Yeah, and
homeboy
exactly,
that was
and he
fighting
was
Sonic
black.
Fox for real.
And he was black, which is important, yo, because we need more of that in our community, man. Like that's a whole nother way to get to it, yo. You got baseball, soccer, football, basketball, gaming, rapping, all types of avenues to get to a bag.
Shit, especially nowadays, as violent as rapping is, yo, I'd rather be a fucking gamer, my nigga.
Hell yeah. I remember I told a nigga a long time ago when he asked me about gangs and all this other shit. I was like, listen, sir, I do my gang banging over Xbox, buddy. It's not for me.
Grocery family, you heard of that
Like,
nigga? I claim that shit all day,
I
nigga.
likes
Big
to
G's.
respawn, my guy. But nah, importantly though, like I think we all go down that path. It was a path I was going down while I was getting into some heavy shit, and it took my older cousin yoking me up. Like, listen, yo, that ain't our family, and that ain't us. That ain't you. And more importantly, that ain't you. Find something
Mm.
else. I was like, you right. And that thing that I kind of latched on to was, video games. I was like, yo, this does everything I like. You know what I mean? It keeps me out of trouble. You know what I mean? And it got to a point where even I was receiving checks off the shit. And it was like, it would have been so much, better if I'd have got that support. Like, yo, yeah, hell yeah, nigga, do your thing, bro. Run it up. And I did get that, but it was like niggas also couldn't understand it. It's like, yo, why this nigga always in this room ducked off? Why this nigga always. It's like, nigga, I'm working. It's like, I'm up here producing. You know what I mean? Like, dropping mixtapes, all types of shit. Turn my space into a studio. It's like when shit started getting more convenient, like, I turned all my spaces into like a workstation and was trying to get to it because that was something I was passionate about, something I wanted to, pursue. That was my dreams when I realized it was what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's morphed over years, but it's still the same thing, still chasing it. Like even inside of this, I feel like I'm still chasing inside of the other thing. Like that I'm trying to do. Like this is what I love to do. I love producing shit. I love audio. I love video files, all of this shit. So it's like I still get that feeling of like gaming and shit, even when I'm talking about it inside of this, even when I'm recording myself, even when I do my stream. It's like it's all surrounded by the true love that I have in gaming, and it's just fanned out in different areas.
I mean, understandably so. You feel me? Like when how should I say it? The most funnest shit in the world I think anybody could ever do is just create and produce. You feel me?
Right. Or just create in general. Like, yeah.
'Cause it's almost it's free range of just doing exactly whatever it is the fuck you want to do. You feel me?
Mm, I totally, yeah, hell yeah. To that exact T, it's doing exactly whatever you want to do.
Oh shit! Damn, my
Because
bad,
it doesn't
motherfucking.
exist until you make it.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything starts as a fucking thought, and then as soon as you actually physically do that shit, like I even like how you was talking about like how you had your own little studio for real. Like that's how you know a motherfucker is serious when you actually have your own space
Yeah.
for some shit for real. Like because I remember like back when I was like just doing my arts and crafts type shit for real. Like I had my own little section in my room for real that was just dedicated to that shit. Like fucking utensils everywhere, all types of shit, paint splattered everywhere, everything. You feel me?
Yeah. And it's like you created some of your best work, felt some of your best moments, everything in that space. Like I be thinking about just the different spaces I've had over life in my creative section, like some of the best ones, some of the worst ones, all of that shit. Like if you're a creator in life, you go through it and you have these
Mm-hmm.
different times you create in your life in different spaces, different areas, different avenues. And it's like, you aspire to get a better space to create better work because you feel like you can, you know, give a larger give a larger portion of your vision in that better space when you
Mm.
can be accommodated at a whim. You know what I mean? Like anything you need is right at hand, so it's nothing you can't do. Like it's nothing that's deteriorating you or whatever. Not deteriorate, but deterring you from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We was talking about the PVR and shit like that. I started on an easy cap, so it's like I was starting on my easy cap, but my audio was trash. So it was like I had to work with that until I got my PVR, and then I got my PV. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I was still creating through it, but you go through
Just
it as
graduate steps.
yeah to get to that vision or get to that product that you see yourself having.
See, I feel like going through shit like that for real, and then looking at the shit we have now for real. It makes me, it humbles me. You feel me? Because I remember them days for real,
Yeah, like
and it's
how hard
scary,
it
yo.
was to get your audio onto a PC back in the day. Like it wasn't as easy. Like you had to go get the pink and green cords and plug them into. You niggas don't even know what a pink and green cord is for now. Probably
Mm.
everything is Bluetooth. You sync your phone up. You can record fucking 4K videos on your phone. Like nigga, you know what we had to do to get. fucking 720 video quality back in the day. You had to own a whole camcorder. A nigga could set his camcorder in front of his TV and have better quality than you. Like,
Yeah. And that shit was wild back then. Even the technology for a fucking camcorder.
yeah. But it's a great space that niggas in now. Like just like as creators inside that space and the gaming space, like we getting some of the most phenomenal titles for free. Like I'm really all in on this Apex shit right now, and it's a free game. Like I was sitting back and I was looking at it like, damn, yo, like it's niggas making money off of a free game. Think about that hustle, yo. You came on, you got your Xbox or whatever. You didn't have to pay for the game. You get on there, you pop a little stream up, you get a little personality involved, and now you got niggas donating to you, whatever. And you feel me? Like this is something that just came into your life just off a whim. Same thing with
Hmm.
Minecraft, same not Minecraft, same thing with Fortnite and all other free titles that are like really dominating shit right now. But it's like it's so many opportunities out there right now for just the space.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it really just takes too is just the opportunity for it. You feel me? Like, I feel like most people nowadays, even to play video games, like the fake gamers, I like to call them and shit, just the opportunity and space for niggas. That's all it is. Like, um, for instance, like, how should I say? Shit, I lost my point. This fucking ganja got me fucking
Let me ask you this then:
laid.
what you looking forward to in like the future of like just gaming, like or just where you see your content or just anything
Oh man,
evolve in the
shit.
space?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm ready for like full on immersive virtual reality type shit. Like, I remember at one point it was this blood drive that they were having for like vets or whatever and shit like that.
Uh
That
huh.
Call of Duty was help hosting, and it was search and destroy style tournaments and shit like that. But like these niggas had these special machines rigged up to them. If they get shot, they lose blood for real in real life.
Oh wow.
So like almost in a simulation of how like Yu-Gi-Oh was and shit like that. Like when niggas can actually feel some of an effect from certain things and shit. Not per se like I want to lose blood if I'm playing Battlefield or some shit getting shot for real, but like I would like to play like a virtual, like an actual virtual reality type shit where I can actually feel like like the intensity of combat. You feel me?
Right. I think the next thing for immersion will probably be if they can get like some type of sensory, like you know what I mean, something that plays with the smell of the room, like the mistiness of it, the heat, the climate, you know
Yeah,
what I mean,
shit
some
like
shit
that
like that.
for real.
I think that'll go a long way. Like you in the jungle, so your heat turn up in your house or some shit, so you real hot. You start to hear birds chirping or
Shit,
something,
heat
surround
on your
sound.
earphones be enough for real. Fuck that shit.
Have a nigga fainting that motherfucker, nigga black out that
Nigga,
bitch.
what? You ever been in a house with no air conditioner? It's like 110 outside, and you still got
Yeah, I
them
have.
fucking
I
earphones
sure
on?
have on the third floor. Dying, nigga, with the fatback TV. That was my studio.
Hmm.
I used to be in there blacking out trying to record videos.
I used to be in that bitch blacking out playing Black Ops, nigga.
What's up, yo? It's Cam the man. Oh man, good times though, yo. Like, it's like when you sit back and you look over like your gaming career, just some of the titles you've played, some of the betas you've been in, some of the midnight releases and all that other shit. It's all great memories to me.
Oh
Like,
man, you just threw me back to the midnight releases. I actually missed
yeah,
them,
hell
yo.
yeah,
Niggas was
nigga.
talking shit about them bitches like niggas ain't fuck with
Fucking
'em for
bullshit
real.
ass slice of dominoes and you out there freezing.
It was all worth it, yo.
It
Especially for the
was,
Call
yo.
of Duties,
It
yo.
was
Seeing a
definitely
nigga in a
worth it,
ghillie
yo.
suit, yo.
Yeah, hell yeah. We was a part of that phenomenon. People are starting to line up for video games this season. It's Call of Duty.
Hey, yo, fuck out of here, yo. I've been here all night, yo. I'm before everybody, my nigga.
What's your
Fuck that
number?
line shit, nigga. It first come.
You got a number? Nah, y'all ain't say y'all was doing numbers. Fuck out of here, yo. Yo, you see me, yo. You see me standing right here. Don't do me like
Yo, I
that,
got
yo.
like two slices of pizza, nigga.
I remember like they had a trivia joint at one of the release parties we went to. Yeah, I smashed that joint. I got all the goodies.
Mm.
Like, but I missed that. Everyone was different. Like, and shouts out to those stores. Like, when GameStop used to mean something. Like you would go to GameStop, like we rag on GameStop, but it was a few good GameStop, so you had a rapport with some of the people at the GameStop that were fellow gamers and shit like that. So you know that even
Ah,
further when you went to some of the midnight releases and you started chilling with these people, playing the game with them a little bit, shit like that.
oh yeah, I feel like GameStop actually started the fake gamer trend, yo. When it came to motherfuckers, yo, like yo, just try to like talk to a motherfucker about a game in GameStop, and the motherfucker just never got it.
Yeah, I know
Like the
exactly.
actual clerk and shit.
Uh huh.
Like yo, like I'm looking for a specific game. It's on PlayStation,
Could
PlayStation
be some
2.
super obscure title, nigga. And you like, that nigga
Yeah,
don't know what the fuck you talking about.
like
Like
nigga, it was
what,
produced
nigga?
by the niggas who made motherfucking Hitman. It's Freedom something,
It
but
was a limited run, very, very obscure. Like what, nigga? No, we won't got that here.
the whole time though I'm going inside the back catalog, I see that bitch in clearance. Like nigga,
Mad as shit when you go over to the shelf and find it yourself.
so you mean to tell me you ain't had freedom fighters, nigga?
I don't be talking to no fucking employees nowhere, yo. Like I just let niggas do their job. I'll find it myself. Like I
I
hate
feel
talking to
you.
people. Like even at Walmart, you be like, "Hey man, you know where all this in?" Nah, man, I ain't need my section. He's like, "What? Don't you walk around this motherfucker though?"
I ain't gonna lie. As a nigga that work retail, yo, I understand, yo.
Nah, I don't know. On my breaks, I used to peruse the store. I tuck my
Fuck
bags,
that.
take my shit off, and just walk around. Be in the sections chilling.
These motherfucker ask me some shit like, "Oh man, I'm on break." I really do that shit. Like, yo, I'm on break. You got show right there. You
Nah,
guys,
I've definitely hit niggas with that.
I just walk off on a motherfucker.
I just clocked out, my nigga.
Hmm.
Go talk to this person right there. I've also clocked out and then had a customer ask me for help and helped them. I was like, what the fuck am I out here doing giving these niggas some free work? But yeah, I don't know.
Sheesh.
I just hate doing
Oh,
that shit. Like you should definitely know your section. You should definitely know your store. You should definitely know like what's going on. Like,
but you know what
like
type of avenue that you're getting involved into, my nigga. Like,
you
for
should,
one,
but
like,
I understand like because I take that shit the same way. It's just a fucking job. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a job.
I feel you, but like I don't know, like I know environmentalists get into like environmental jobs for real because them niggas actually care about the environment. You feel me?
I get what you're saying. Like it be people that about good jobs that they don't want because they pay good though too. Yo, gotta
Yeah, that is
acknowledge
true
that.
too.
Yo,
But yo, GameStop wasn't one of them motherfuckers that paid good, yo. So at least a motherfucker could just do was just be cordial with a nigga, or at least offer like actual decent employees that actually was knowledgeable on some shit. Or like
listen, yo,
GameStop like had a shit pick of employees, my nigga.
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Niggas be slipping that micro center too.
Yeah.
I be in the micro center asking niggas about shit. They don't be knowing nothing.
Shit, that's how it is everywhere for real nowadays. Like, as much technology and as much cool shit out as it is out here for real, like, and niggas still don't know about this shit, it kind of insults me a little bit.
Nah, you ain't lying.
Like,
You're not
PlayStation
lying.
niggas still to this day talk about how Xbox niggas gotta get batteries and shit, not knowing niggas got whole fucking chargers and shit, like charger packs
Not knowing
and
we got
docking stations
controllers
and
with
shit.
batteries built into like all of that shit. We got options. Like, what's wrong with options? Not knowing that lithium batteries die and you would want to be able to have a backup solution if a battery doesn't, well, never mind.
I mean, you already gave him the sauce. You might as well just drown the nigga now. You feel me?
They should know. I tell you what, let's close this one up, man. What you want to leave the
Uh-huh.
people with?
I'm gonna leave PlayStation niggas with this. Lithium batteries die out, you stupid ass niggas. That's why you niggas always buy a controller every year and a half to 2 years. Because you leave that bitch on the charging station for one, and the bitch overheats. And that little bubble pack that you see in the back of it, there's like a little fucking air bubble. That's all the lithium just gassed up in that bitch, my nigga. Like, and drink your waters, niggas.
Words from the man himself. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. Until next time, we appreciate you for tuning in. Discord is available in the bio, description, whatever that you consume this on below. We look forward to seeing you there. Until next time.